Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. It is a rainy evening in Bern. It's about 8 degrees, but the rain is coming down. We got some weather here. We're here with Kevin. We're going to be carrying on with leg 8 of our Christmas tour. We're now halfway, and we're going to carry on. Today we're flying over to Rijeka in Croatia. Should be a good flight. And we've got a little bit of ATC here on our departure. We'll see what we end up with for our cruise and arrival. So at the moment we are sitting out here in the ramp, kind of the two biggest parking spots we got here. We'll end up doing a stand start and then just taxi out from here. No need for a push. So let's get on board. We can start getting the aircraft set up, and then the passengers can walk out in the rain. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Alright, so we're on board the aircraft now. As you can see, we got the flashlight up. So we're going to start getting everything ready. We'll begin with our pre-flight checks. So we'll come down here, make sure the parking brake is on. And then we'll pop up top. Battery will come on. Standby is set to auto. Emergency lights are armed, and we will pop back down and get them to hook up the ground power. Turn off the flashlight now. Ground power is connected, so we'll turn that on, and we'll get the overheads up, and we'll get all our panel lights on. There's 4 of them we got to do. There's the overhead, the left and right pilot's panels, we have the pedestal down here, and then we're going to come up and we're going to add 2 notches to the 2 backgrounds here, and that will just give us a little bit of floodlighting, which will help. So with the lights on, we can pop all the way up top, and we'll get on the IRSs into nav mode, and now we can start bringing in our passengers. Yeah, I can see that he's circling around. Alright, so we're going to request our boarding, and crew's already on board the aircraft. Alright, with that done, we're going to pop up to the overhead again, and we're going to do our passenger signs to on. Electric hydraulic pumps 1 and 2 are now on. Yaw damper is on. Window heat, we'll get the left side and the right side window heaters up and running. Turn on the left aft fuel pump. As soon as the low pressure light is out, APU comes on. As soon as the low oil pressure comes on, we will start the APU. While we're waiting for that to spool up, let's take a look at our route today. So here we are. So you can see we're here in Bern. We're going to be departing off of runway 14, and that is actually going to take us on this climb out as we depart. If we look here. Let's see. No, it's not. Which one are we doing here? Sorry. Yeah, we are the Moni 3 Sierra. Flyby on return. So yeah, so we're going to come out here. We're going to fly out this way, come up and around, and this is going to be us climbing out so we can get over the mountains. We're going to fly back overhead the field, and then we're going to be departing out that way. We're going to fly down here over the Alps, over the rivers here, then we're then going to cut southwards and then continue on down over northern Italy, crossing over the Adriatic here, and then coming into Croatia and our destination airport here on the coast. So that is the plan for our flight. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. Not too long, so it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, ground power and the APU is up, so we can switch over to the APU generators now. We'll get those up and running. APU bleed air can come on. We'll turn the packs on left and right, and the isolation valve is open. Get some heat moving into the back of the aircraft. Alright, time to start entering our stuff in. We'll clear the caution. We'll come into the flight bag and bring I keep saying that. Bag will bring in our route from SimBrief. So we'll bring in our route from SimBrief. I had a lot of issues today. I've had a couple things not quite working the way they should be working. This is annoying that it's not bringing it in now. Interesting. So I'm going to go over to SimBrief, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Let me just download flight plan, and I will move it into the folder that it has to go into. Oh, might be issues with SimBrief. Wouldn't download. Let's try it one more time. Let's try this. Ah, there we go. Brought it in. Looks like there was a little bit of a server hiccup. So we got the information in there now. So we can use the new import function. So we'll pop down, and we can begin getting our FMC set up. So 737-800, 26K engine rating, AIRAC good to 28 December. That's all good. Position, we'll come over here. It is the 12th, so we're going to use the left GPS, the captain's. We'll get the coordinates, enter it in, and there we go. Over to our route now. We're going to request our flight plan. There's Bern, and there is Rijeka. So we're going to go by that flight. 341 miles. Cost is extra 25. We're going up to a cruising altitude of 39,000 feet. So we will set our payload, and we'll set our fuel. That's all done. Initial climb 8,000, Mons 2S, sounds like 2L when he said it. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Alright, so that is all set. We're going to select the route. Wait for it to come in. And we will load. Was it 134600 that you contacted him on? Activate and execute. So that is in, and as you can see, we've got our directs. No airways today, just direct to a bunch of waypoints. So we'll head into our performance initialization, and we'll request those numbers as well. We should get a load message here in a second. There we go. We'll load that in. Flight level 390 is correct in this case. Fuel 12.7 is good. Cost index of 25. Transition altitude 6,000. That is all good. We are good there. So we'll execute that, and we can head into our N1 limits, and we will do our plan here for our departure in the calculator. I'll have to try getting another version of this. I got the latest one, and I'm still getting the weather loading issues, the METAR loading issues. So let's select the runway. It's going to be 14. We'll get the weather. Current weather here in Bern, as I mentioned, is a little rainy. Although the rain, it's not really going to cause too many problems since our cloud cover is pretty good, or pretty high, and not too severe. So there's our rain. You can see a few clouds at 5,500, 8,000 feet visibility, and winds are pretty light at 2 knots. So we will just type in 140 at 2, and the barrel today is 1007. We'll save that. We'll enter in our weight, and the runway is wet, and we will calculate. And 1007, I'll just jump up here and enter that in so we have it ready. There we go, 1007. Back down we go, and it's going to be a flaps 15. We have no cell temp. It is going to be a 26. Okay, so it's a full bore takeoff, full power takeoff, and it should give us 2,700 feet at the far end, which we'll get to in a second. We'll go over to our takeoff page now. We can throw this in here, flaps 15, center of gravity is in. Come over to page 2, we'll put our winds 140 at 2, come back over. It doesn't want runway remaining, which is interesting, and we will go 125, 126, and 138. 125, 126, and 138 is set. So those numbers are all in now. Come over here, and we're going to leave you're good on the payload. Return to ground services, just so you are ready there. So that's all our information there entered in. We can call up ATC now and get our clearance. So just to make some notes here, we're looking at runway 14, and it is the Monin 3 Sierra. I'm seeing 2 Sierra. 3 Sierra, that's fine. Altitude will be flight level 080, and we're going to want our squawk and info. So we do have ATIS. Just give that a quick read before I call them. Bern information Gulf, ILS runway 14, runway use 14, weather wet, transition level 75, winds variable 2 knots, 8 miles visibility, rain cloud, temperature dew point QNH 1014, information Gulf. And 134,600 is our frequency.
Clear ILS approach Zulu 15 and call you established. Device 411.
Austrian 44 X-ray, direct Gamza, climb flight level 330.
Swiss radar, Leipzig Air 458.
Leipzig Air 458, Swiss radar, hello, pass your message.
Passing 7,000 feet, Leipzig Air 458.
Leipzig Air 458, identified, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Leipzig Air 458.
Switzerland radar, Skyways 5556 with you on the ground at Bern, looking for our IFR clearance down to Rijeka.
Skyways 5556, Swiss radar, hello, information Golf is current at Bern. Clear to Rijeka, runway 14, Monin 30 departure. Initial climb flight level 80, squawk 1000.
Roger, runway 14, Monin 3 Sierra, initial climb, flight level 80, squawking 1000. We have information Gulf, Skyways 5556.
Skyways 5556, straight back right, start of approach, report ready for taxi.
We'll report ready for taxi, Skyways 5556. Alright.
Crossing 44 X-ray, direct.
So it's going to be 1000 on the thing. We got that yesterday as well. That might be a Swiss thing, actually. Initial climb is going to be 8,000, so we'll get that in there. Not sure why that is currently showing up there. We'll put that down.
Ryman 15 Romeo, direct Gamza.
That's weird why that would be up there.
Direct Gamza, Ryman 15 Romeo.
Alright.
Louis 471, contact tower 118.3, goodbye.
So we can continue getting ourselves all set. It sounds like everybody's on board. That's nicely done.
Louis 471, contact tower 118.3, goodbye.
Alright, so let's carry on with our checks. Altimeter is 1007. Transponder is, cabin's ready, is set to 1000.
471, Swiss radar.
Fueling, loading, boarding is complete. Takeoff data is all set.
Contact tower 118.3.
Cruise altitude is going to be flight level 390. If we have to return, our altitude here is going to be 1,700 feet.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know.
1,700 feet is set. MCP will come over here. Runway heading is 136.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities in the
Set it in the right one.
15 Romeo, direct Gamza.
136. Our initial speed is going to be V2 plus 20, so that's going to be 158.
Let's go 458.
And that is set. 8,000 feet is good. Flight directors are now on both sides. Radio frequencies are set. We've got 1346, 122.8, and we'll come over here to
With 236, leaving airspace, Nova LTC, Honeycomb 122.8, goodbye.
Everything is calm. Thank you so much for the ATC. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Peter 113, when ready, descent flight level
check.
211 by
is set.
Udina.
So we can come over here. We'll take a look at our doors. Doors are all closed. Back to our ground services. Chocks can be removed. Ground power is being disconnected. And you can come over to the legs page. Anti-collision light. Our strobe and steady. Anti-collision light. We'll get the logo on as well. That is all set. Chocks have been removed. Just a quick look. Still remove the ground equipment out when we are ready to go. So we're good for engine start. We're going to be starting here on the ground where we are. So we're going to come up. Fuel pumps are coming on. No fuel in the center tank. That's fine. Packs left and right are now off. Ignition mode selector is set to both. Ground start engine number 2. I clicked the wrong way on me. Add the fuel. And we'll quickly come in here. Set up. Roger. Now if I go center a second time. Yeah, vertical profile information. That's cool.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across.
I'll have to remember to do that on our way down.
Fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another.
Swiss radar, good evening, top 278 Hotel.
Yeah, okay, Kevin.
113.
Top 278 Hotel Victor, Swiss radar, hello, climb flight level 360, direct.
I think the other guy got in this time, or did he disconnect? I'm not sure where he's
360 direct to Tux.
Where he's ended up.
Behind you. In case of an emergency,
Yeah, good start.
Radar, Air France Golf Romeo with you, flight level 290.
Starting engine number 1.
Romeo, Swiss radar, hello, news clock 6773.
Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band.
Squawk 6773. Air France, Golf Romeo.
Oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance,
Just
secure your mask on first.
turn down the ATC
Keep your
volume
mask on
slightly.
until a member of the crew advises you in
Adding
case
fuel.
you remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
Oh, did he?
Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the right cord, only when
Interesting.
If your life vest is
7 Mike November, Fifth Radar, hello. Identified direct Rigby, expect ILS Zulu 15.
If necessary, you can use as a secondary flotation device.
Good evening, Swiss Radar.
All right, that's a good start.
Liberty 24, Swiss Radar identified. Expect Bern
On the other engine, so generators 1 and 2 are now on. Engine 1 and 2 start switches to continuous. Propeats
Delta
are
Mike,
now on.
soon, no further
Engine
ITC,
NTA is not
Unicom 1
required.
2
Engine
decimal
bleeds
8,
1 and
goodbye.
2 are on. Packs left and right to auto. Recirculation fans left and right to auto.
Read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions.
Isolation
Then
valve
we hope you enjoy your flight.
to auto. APU bleed off. APU is now off. And we're going to go flaps 15. Elevator trim is going to be
November, expect to cross Rigby at about level
3.11.
100. When ready, descent flight level
22, sorry.
180.
That's about there.
At 100, descent 180,
Flight controls. It's full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, full left rudder, full right rudder. And neutral engine instruments are all good. Everything is looking fine. LNAV and VNAV.
Swiss 902, Swiss Radar.
Oh, I didn't do my
Just 90 apologies, I got the
Damn it.
system matched up flight 120.
runway 14,
Swiss
130.
hello, November, climb flight level 350.
Execute.
P50, Swiss 90.
It's going to be the ILS Zulu 14, and we're going in on the
Action 121 Bravo. Yeah, about to leave my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122 decimal.
Rhoda
8.
1W.
Goodbye.
Faction 121 Bravo, over to Unicom, thanks for the service.
And we are...
Danke, ja, tschüss.
Ooh, are we going to transition? Let's go down to charts. LDRI. Approach.
We're ready for departure.
That's Zulu 14. Where do we come in? So we're going to come into...
Swiss Radar, good evening. Delta Charlie, Delta Mega passing flight 388, descending inbound to Grotto.
Delta Charlie, lead Delta Mike Oscar Swiss Radar. Hello, identified. Descent flight level 200. Sierra Tango Romeo Transport 8 Kilo arrival ILS Zulu 15.
Looks like the...
Descending flight 200, cleared for the ILS correction for the Strasbourg 8 Kilo and ILS 15, Delta Mega.
Top face 78 Hotel Victor, Northward ITC, Unicom 122 decimal 8. Goodbye.
Right, Unicom 122
I guess
decimal 8.
Sodar.
Thank you, bye bye.
Yeah, we'll do Sodar. Let's just highlight that. Come back. Alright, and we'll execute that. Let me just quick check on the legs. It's all good. It's all good.
This is Hotel Alpha Swiss Radar, hello. News Cock 1000.
And that looks good. Okay. So that's done, we can go back to there, and we should be able to turn that on now. We'll get that in the air. That's fine.
Subspace 17 Mike November, due traffic below, stop descent flight level 270.
Throttle on warning recall is clear. Huh. We'll figure that out. Taxi lights. I'm going to turn the turn-off lights on as well, just to keep everything illuminated, and brakes already go. Swiss radar, Skyways 5556 at Yankee 4 Bern, ready for taxi.
Skyways 5556, roger, I'll call you back in a second.
Radar grid Edelweiss 42 Victor passing 990.
Edelweiss 42 Victor, Swiss radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 350.
We'll get that in the air. Not sure exactly why.
Skyways 5556, enter runway 14 via Charlie, backtrack, approved, report ready for departure.
Roger, enter 14 at Charlie, backtrack approved, and we'll contact when ready for departure. Skyways 5556. Alright. Let's get outside so we can see.
Subject 23 Charlie Tango, hold position.
Radar, this is EC2 Echo out of Basel, inbound Sierra Bravo 600, climbing for altitude 7,000 feet.
EC2 Echo, Swiss radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 300.
I'm flying flight level 300.
We're going to get all the way around. So there's Charlie right there.
Top space 17 Mike November, descent flight level 260. Delta Mike Oscar, descent flight level 140.
Delta Mike Oscar, descending to flight level 140.
Top is 17 Mike November, descent flight level 110. This 4 Zulu Alpha identified, get Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival, expect ILS 28.
So we're going to come up now, landing lights will get on, turn-off lights are on, that's fine. Taxi lights will come off.
Township 23 Charlie, taxi, hold short runway 14 on, Charlie departure in about 3 minutes.
Runway 14 at Charlie and departure in 3 minutes,
Let's get that.
40 Bravo Yankee, contact Marseille, 124.650, goodbye.
No, I don't want that there. I want that there. I want that there.
Bravo Yankee, Marseille, 124.65, thank you, bye.
I need a first officer.
EC2 Echo, no further ATC, Honeycomb 122.8, goodbye.
122.8 for EC2 Echo, schönen Abend, bye bye.
Subsys 17 Mike November, turn left heading 230.
Swift radar, Signal, System, Grotto, tonight, passing category 113, climbing 150.
Leicester 2 Echo Mike, Swiss radar, hello, climb flight level 200.
Lufthansa, Echo Mike, climb flight level 200.
Alright, so we're going to come up to the end, turn around, and then it's going to be an interesting departure.
Swift radar, good evening. Iberia 5 Hotel November at flight level 120 inbound Grotto.
Iberia 5 Hotel November, this is radar, hello. Climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Iberia 5 Hotel November.
I'll try to get her around the corner here.
Delta Mike Oscar for sequencing speed 250 knots.
Delta Mike Oscar speed 250.
Good thing there's a turnaround.
This for Zulu Alpha, when ready, descent flight level 180. Hold at the gip hole.
Whenever descent level 180 and holding at the gip hole is first of all.
Skyways 5556, wind variable 2 knots, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Skyways 5556. Maybe that was why. No. It just kicked off for some reason.
Topsis 17 Mike November, descent flight level 80.
Alright, it is rainy. Alright, we are...
Delta Mike Oscar, descent flight level
fuel
90.
flow is checked. And equal V speeds are all set. We're good. MCP data nav. It's good. Position lights, sound, text lights, transponder, strobe is good. Clock is running.
Hello. Identified.
Here we go. Engines to 40%.
6775.
6775. Lufthansa 533.
We're going to hold on the brakes a little bit as well. Takeoff power coming online. Brakes released.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike, climb flight level 320.
Lufthansa 2 Mike, climb flight level 320.
Elvis 42 Victor, no further ITC, Honeycomb 122.8, goodbye.
Definite bump there at the transition. Jack.
Bye-bye.
Swiss Raider, this is Lima Yankee Sierra Bravo Tango.
Rotate.
Climbing to 7,000 feet, currently at 1.7.
Gear up.
Lima Yankee Sierra Bravo Tango, Swiss Raider, hello, identified, climb 7,000 feet, expect ILS 28.
Climb 7,000 feet, expect ILS 28, Lima Yankee Sierra Bravo Tango.
Delta Mike Oscar, speed 200 knots.
Speed 200 knots, Delta Mike.
It's coming down for acceleration.
Launcher 23 Charlie Tango, line up backtrack runway 14. Mosquito 21 Echo, Swiss Raider, hello, identified.
Beginning our turn.
Skyways 5556, identified, passing 4,200 feet, climb flight level 250.
Roger, climbing flight level 250, Skyways 5556.
Offense for X-ray, no for ITT, Unicom 122.8, goodbye. Arriving out 15 Romeo, no for ITC, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
122.8, thanks for ATC, we have an
Right, positive rate, gear is up, autopilot is on, auto brake is off, gear selector lever is off, engine start switches are off, runway turn off lights are off, logo light is off, wing lights are
Delta
off.
Mike Oscar, turn left heading 160, vector ILS Zulu 15.
Turn left 160 and take again Delta Mike Oscar.
Flaps are retracted.
Zulu 15.
Cabin
Okay,
is
Victor ILS Zulu 15.
pressurizing. We have 180 knot speed restriction.
Say again, top Swiss on time, Mike November.
Mike November, we would request to stay left here a little bit.
Through pressure, so we're to standard.
Top Swiss on 7 Mike November, right heading 250.
Right heading 250,
Delta Mike Oscar, you just became number 1. Turn right again, heading 190, descent flight level 90, straight in approach runway 15.
Descending right heading 190, descending flight level 90, straight in approach runway 15, Delta Mike Oscar.
Delta Mike Oscar, speed at your discretion.
Speed on my own, Delta Mike Oscar.
This is Radar, very good evening, Ryanair 72 Bravo, passing 6,000.
Accelerating.
Ryanair 72 Bravo, this is Radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 110.
Climb flight level 110, Ryanair 72 Bravo.
Top 617 Mike November, descent 7,000 feet, QNH 1005.
And there's 10,000 feet. Landing lights are off. That is all good. We're relatively calm.
3 Charlie, wind variable 2 knots, 114, cleared for takeoff.
So we will turn off the seatbelt sign.
Direct Basco.
This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
So we're
Skyways 5556, direct Basco.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You cannot
direct Basco, Skyways 5556.
Ryanair 72 Bravo, contact this radar, 133.9 goodbye.
This is Radar 133.
So we're going to carry around the curve.
Bravo, bye-bye.
And we're heading...
this is for Zulu Alpha, descent flight level 130.
Cutting off that little bit of a corner.
Or less.
Descending flight level 130.
Still getting the rain on the windshield.
Or less, this is for Zulu Alpha.
Delta Mike Oscar, turn
so we're heading...
Current heading 200, descent flight level 80.
Turning right heading 200 and descending flight level 80.
Just looking for Basco. So there's the departure. So instead of coming around like this and then down, we're heading basically straight down.
124.650, goodbye.
124.650, merci bien, tschüss, let's get both F8.
Alpha 2 Alpha Romeo, leaving mail
so the airport is down there, but as you can see, we're in the clouds here, so
Go to Unicom 122.8, Air France 12 Romeo.
there's nothing to see outside.
Skyways 556, climb flight level 390.
Flight level 390, Skyways 5556.
Downjet 23 Charlie Tango, identified 5,000 feet, climb flight level 180.
And there we go. There's our final
this
cruise.
Bravo, this radar, hello, climb flight level 160.
Just about to come alongside the airport. Kevin's down there below us doing the same type of turning maneuver.
Top 617 Mike November, descent 6,000 feet.
Descent 6,000, top 617 Mike.
Swiss radar officer Mike Alpha Delta, 3,300 feet, climbing 7,000.
Oscar Kilo Mike Alpha Delta, this radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 80.
Flying flight level 80.
Alright, so we are heading out. Coming up
Delta Mike Oscar,
for
descent 4,000 feet,
20,000 feet.
1005, cleared Alice Zulu 15, report established.
Delta straight, Delta Mike Oscar, descending altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1005, cleared for the Zulu approach, runway 15, vehicle.
This was Charlie Bravo, perfect.
You can see on the overlay, we still haven't made any progress on the progress bar because we're behind the airport.
We'll, flight level 340.
Just passing it now.
This radar advice, please 140 obviously passing flight level 120.
Still in the clouds?
Flight level 220, advice please 140 left.
Lima Bravo Tango, direct LBG.
Direct 11 till Lima Bravo.
And got a little bit of a push going, so should be pretty decent. If we look at our destination, at Rijeka, we've got the rains have stopped. It was raining there as well. Winds are out of the southeast, so we'll be landing there around 1-4, and that's still confirmed.
Listen, R2, descent flight level 290.
290, Swiss 90.
Sunset 23 Charlie Tango died Basco. Select that, go 10 to 2, this now 2, contact Marseille 124.650.
And shortly after, we're going to cross into Italian airspace, and they are not online right now.
Mike 3 Golf arrival, runway 28, hold at
that would be Milano.
180.
They are not up, so we'll get pushed out there. Over to Unicom.
Easy Whiskey Foxtrot, clear to Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival, runway 28, descent level 180.
Descent 180 and clear travel Mike 3 Golf, runway 28, easy 80.
This is for Alpha, contact arrival 130.550.
130.550, this is for Alpha, bye.
November, left heading 180.
Inbound Alpha.
Fraction 879 uniform to radar, hello, climb flight level 300.
Flight level 300, fraction 879 uniform.
Taxi 77 Mike November, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 182 and for your plane purpose, between the 10 to 15 more to 30, 25, track line, copy 1 Mike November.
Easy 80 Whiskey Foxtrot, hold at the Gipole, speed 250.
The Alps here.
Hold at the Gipole and the big second speed, easy 80 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Rome and Bosco is just, I think it's just on the other side of the border between Switzerland and Italy.
Goodbye.
Unicom, thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye, Olympic 991.
Well, Morocco 14 Tango, good evening, flight level 110 for 120, inbound Artec.
Maximum 14 Tango, this radar, hello, climb flight level 310.
Climb level 310, Morocco 14 Tango.
70 Tango, this radar, hello, Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival, runway 28, descent flight level 200.
Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf arrival, expect ILS 28 and descent 200, 370 Tango.
Sunset 23 Charlie Tango, climb flight level 390. Fraction 879 uniform, 1 to Unicom, goodbye. Olympic 9051. Skyways 5556, Nova Light C, Unicom 1228, goodbye.
1228 for Skyways 5556, good day.
Level 28 for Mike, Nova Light C, Unicom.
There we go, we're kicked over. And we're en route, as you can see. Heading down here towards the Italian border, we're going to come down. This is technically his little area here, but I think we're just going to be skirting on the outside of it. So he's going to kick us free there. There is no ATC up in Italy. Well, Milan approach is up, but we're not going to be talking to them. I will say that Adriatic is up. They came up about 40 minutes ago. So we may pick up Adriatic on the other side of Italy. As we head over the water there, we will see. But at the moment, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy. As always, the Christmas selection is available from the cart, and you can enjoy that. We're going to stay here in the cockpit, as I still don't know if we're out of the clouds. Take a look out. No, we're not. I mean, the clouds are going all the way up to 30,000 feet here, so looks like we could be in them for quite a while. So we'll bring up the entertainment and grab a snack and a beverage from the cart, and we'll be back very shortly to brief for our arrival into Croatia. Talk to you in a bit.
But what a year, now it's here, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer. Tra-la-la-la-la. There is a Santa Claus, Christmas comes, but what a year, now it's here, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer. Tra-la-la-la-la. Oh! What's the matter in here, I wonder? Looks like a pretty gloomy Christmas for those poor kids. What can I do? What do you think? Huh? Ah! Hold on. Hooray! I've got it!
Alright, that's going to do it for the in-flight entertainment today. Like I said, this is a short flight. We're only about 50 miles from top of descent, so we got to start looking at what we are doing. So we're going to quickly grab the weather
in a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight
Croatia.
We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back.
So as you can see, the winds are currently 150 at 9. Bit of variability between 130 and 190. 10 kilometers of visibility, scattered clouds at 1,000 feet, broken at 3,000. It's currently marginal VFR. 13 degrees, 13 dew point, so clouds forming pretty close to the surface, and 1009. So we're going to dial in that 1009 and get that in now. We're going to quickly pop over here, bring up the charts in here because we're having issues on the other side in the Navigraph. So here's the ILS for Zulu for runway 14. So 1085 is what we're going to dial in here on the VOR. So 1085 is now set. And if we look, you can see that there's the VOR on the field of 117.8. So we'll put that in on the other side. There's 117.8, we'll get that in. Alright, so that's entered in. And the course we're going to want is 140. We'll come up here and get that dialed in as well. we'll shoot right past it, because of course we will. There's 140, and we are at cruise. Alright, so we're going to be coming into the Sordo here, and then in on the ILS. That is the plan. Just zoom out a little bit here. You can see we're coming down to the coast there south of Venice. So, if we come to the airfield information, it is an 8,000 foot runway. So we're going to do flaps 40, auto brake 2, and airport elevation is 278, so we'll dial in 300 when it comes to entering that in. So if we pop down here now, we go in, we can enter our flap speed of 140, or 40 degree flaps. 133 will be our rough speed. So that is now in. And because we have ATC online, we're going to descend down to the altitude we want at Sordo, which is going to be 8,000 feet. So we'll start our initial descent down to 8,000. We do have a speed max in there as well, which we will get to. Once we cross over the Adriatic itself. So we'll come over here, we'll dial in the 8,000 feet for our descent. That is now set. 140 is set. We'll probably hold our airspeed at 280 once we get headed downwards on our conversion over. Seems to be a good speed for stuff like this. You can see the airfield coming up and our top of descent now only 19 miles away. So short time at cruise. Basically just crossed over the Alps, the top of northern Italy, across the top of the Adriatic and down into Croatia. So our next flight is going to be on Friday. First Officer Molly is having her surgery tomorrow, and then I'm going to be taking care of her tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll be back Friday for the next leg. Hopefully she'll be a little bit more relaxed after that, after a couple days recovery. And yeah, so 1930 Zulu on Friday will be leg 9. And as I mentioned, we are now across the halfway point in the number of flights for the Christmas tour, and everything is going well so far. If you want to join along, you're more than welcome to. All the flight information is put up on our Discord. You can come along, ask questions, join us on these flights, find out when we're doing them, what is happening, and where we are going. And when we get back into our regular series is after Christmas, you can find out then what we're flying where and around the world and all that good stuff. So you're more than welcome to join us and come along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel out, keeps us growing, keeps pushing us out there, gets us more involved in stuff. And if you really want to help and with aircraft and airports and all that type of stuff that I can showcase and show off, you are more than welcome to join the channel. We have little ValueCon badges that'll go beside your name. We have custom emojis you can use in the chat, and working on some ideas for members, videos, and live streams as well. Just looking down here as we come up towards Venice. Venice is out over this way, and it is looking a little less cloudy, which is nice. We don't have that big block of cloud we flew through, and it's nice to see the rain has stopped out at Rijeka. So we're heading down now. Everything is looking good. We don't pick up ATC until halfway across the Adriatic, so that is all fine, although you may buzz us a little bit sooner than that. We'll keep an eye out for that. So we're estimated to be on the ground in 57 minutes. I think it might be a little bit earlier than that. We come over and look at the airport. LDRI. There's 3 aircraft inbound. P-46T, I'm not sure what that is. It's coming out of somewhere in Germany. And then the 2 of us. Piper, no, it's BPA. Pilatus? Not sure. We can try to, let's see if I can find them. It's currently up in mid-Germany. It's cruising at 24,000 feet, so it's pressurized anyway, whatever that is. And Kevin is behind us. Is that a Malibu? Piper Malibu? Okay. Thanks for looking that up. So we're 30 minutes into the flight. We have a estimated time of 56 minutes in the air, 1 hour 24 gate to gate. We'll see how long we're up in the air for. So it's 26 minutes estimated in the air according to our current flight time. Speeds up to 270. We'll pin it at 280 once we convert over. I think it's going to start slowing it down though. So we're going to interfere here. We'll just take it up to 280. We'll just hold that as we head down. 80 knot wind coming out of our well, it's going to be switching around to our 6 o'clock. These short legs get tired. There's a lot of work. I mean, it's almost impossible to get rested and think about what's coming up. You're right back into it. Don't worry, we got some long 747 flights coming up in the new year. Alright, we're looking good. Coming up for 30,000 feet. So around Rotar is where the divider is. So I'm going to switch over to his frequency now, and I'll just confirm 1300 is Adriatic. So we'll switch over now. Just hold on there. There's no ATC at the field, so we should probably be with him all the way down.
After 803 requesting 5 minutes out of cockpit.
Report back.
Will cross 803.
Austrian 80 number, descend to flight level 300 to reach Obuti.
We're descending to flight level 300 to reach over Obuti, Austrian 80 November.
Seven 800 passing us, heading to Milan. Showing on the TCAS, there he is over there. And still not bad with clouds, scattered to a few. There's Venice over there, and we're just about to cross over the Adriatic. Hello, Molly. Go lay down. I'll be with you in a minute. So everything is looking. Oh, sim freeze. It's a long one. Still got sound, so that's a good thing. There we go. We're back up and going. No. Go lay down, Molly. I shall be back in 5 seconds. Alright, just gave her a little treat to chew on. Sure that won't keep her occupied for too long. Alright, there's 22,000 feet, so we're going to come up here, we'll get the seatbelt signs on.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
See how long the controller's been online. He's been up for just over an hour.
Austin 803 back on frequency.
Welcome back.
And let's just confirm Adria
Radar, good afternoon.
Adria Radar.
Hotel, inbound Wartburg, flight level 340. Arena 9 Hotel, hello, Adria Radar, scope 1000.
Adria Radar, good evening. Skyways 5556 with you, descending through flight level 194 for flight level 80 inbound Rotar.
Skyways 5556, good evening, Adria Radar, identified, clear Rotar 1 Whiskey arrival for ILS 14, continue descent to flight level 10,000 feet, correction descent to altitude 10,000 feet on QNH 1009.
Roger, set for the Rota 1 Whiskey arrival, ILS runway 14, descending to 10,000 feet and 1009er, Skyways 5556. Alright, so we'll just transfer over there. There's 8,000. Heading down, starting to look a little congested down here.
300.
Ocean 8 November, monitoring command to Thrustmaster, bye-bye.
128, Ocean 0 November, thank you.
So we're going to get our minimums in. So let's quickly go over here. We'll pull up the chart. Minimums on the ILS, straight in landing on a Class E is 484 feet. So we'll leave that on barrel and we'll go to 484. And there we go, 484 set. So let's go down our descent checklist. So destination weather, we have arrival data is set. Landing altitude, once again, that is 260 or 78. So we're going to set 300 feet for that. So we'll pop up top quickly, and we'll come down here, set that to 300. 300 feet is set. Radios are set, localizer, course and frequencies. We got 1085. Course of 140 is set. Engine ATS not required. Recall is checked. MCP altitude is reset. We're on 10,000 feet. ATC control. Altimeter, we've already switched over.
556 descent, 7,000 feet.
Sending 7,000 feet. Skyways 5556. So 7,000 feet under ATC control. Minimums are set 484 feet. Missed approach. If we have to do the missed approach, we will be climbing straight ahead. We're going to do a series of right turns here and come back to IDRAX and hold if required. That is fine. Continuing to head inbound. The approach is simple. We're going to come in and then we'll be making a couple little right hand turns to pick up the ILS. That is fine. Auto brakes are going to go to 2. Altimeter is already switched over. Cabin is depressurizing nicely. 14,000 feet. We're starting to see some lights ahead. So this is the promontory that
November 5 on Tango.
We're going to be flying
now,
over.
Right heading 30. Yep, correction. Yep, right heading.
You can see the clouds down there as well.
05.
Right, 310, and we expect ILS Zulu 05, November 5.
That's correct, sir.
Alright, so we're getting down. We got a 250 knot restriction here at 603. It's 20 miles out. We should be down close to 10,000 feet. So we're going to start slowing down as well. We may have to break out the speed brakes as the engines are pretty much all the way back at the moment. We'll just bring that right down to 245. It is a max speed. We're going to bring the speed brakes out.
Good evening, LDRI radar identified. Continue descent to altitude 10,000 feet. Cleared rotor 1 whiskey for ILS Zulu 14.
Thank you, cleared, and rotor 1 whiskey 1,000, flight level 100, and inbound ILS 1400.
Speed's coming back.
Skyways 5556, proceed direct to Bravo or Romeo Zulu.
Proceed direct to Bravo Romeo Zulu November Bravo?
That's correct.
Roger, proceeding direct to Bravo Romeo Zulu November Bravo, Skyways 5556.
Anton Jet or break Skyway 5556, but if you wish to fly the whole procedures, it's not a problem, sir.
We don't have to. We can abbreviate it if it's easier.
Roger. Anton Jet 23 Charlie Tango, also the same question for you. Do you want like to fly all the procedures, or are you able for shortcut?
I can take record, Anton Jet 23.
Roger, so the same procedure to Bravo Romeo Zulu.
Alright, we're below 250 knots, so we're going to come out with the flaps now. We get the speed brakes in.
5556, descent altitude 6,500.
Descending 6,500, Skyways 5556. Flaps moon motion. There's 10,000 feet.
Turkish to Quebec, November, Lima Space.
It's on, turnouts on, logo lights.
Honeycomb, Turkish to Quebec, November.
Put the ignition on, that's fine. All that is good. That's a little early, but we're getting a shortcut here, so I want to make sure I get it on. There's flaps 5. Alright, so we're currently heading directly to Bravo Romeo Zulu. Right there.
Monitoring to Honeycomb 1 to estimate. Thank you for the service.
There it is. And it wants us at 185 knots when we get there. I'm going to start bringing back our speed. 230.
Jet 23 Charlie Tango, descent altitude 6,500 feet, QNH. Sorry, QNH at Rijeka. I'm looking for a QNH, what is right now, sorry for delay, so Rijeka has 1009.
Take more than 5 aircraft, descent 674, QNH 1009 from the trade, thank you.
Coming down to 6,500. Intercept altitude is 2,900. Bring our speed down to 200. And 210 will go flaps 10. And India Kilo Romeo is the identifier. 108 is good, and a heading of 140. There we are coming in just over the hills here. You can see here, and then we're going to drop down and in. So we're below 210 knots, so flaps 10. And we can see we had a max speed of 185. Localizer and glide slope are both showing.
EGN 560 Lima airspace shortly 12 to the time, bye bye.
Speed 185.
128, EGN 560, bye.
Skyways 5556 via Bravo Romeo Zulu, cleared ILS Zulu 14, and descend to 3,500.
Descending 3,500 and via Bravo Romeo Zulu, cleared for the ILS runway 14. Skyways 5556. Well, you don't want to go down, so we'll make you go down.
LSZB 112, hello, Adria radar, second.
And into the clouds we go.
Just requesting the radio check, but it looks like you could hear me, so yeah, LSZB 112, requesting IFR to Belgrade, stand flight at Off-Grid Airport, we are Airbus A320.
It's coming over the mountains now.
Radio 5, So which runway you prefer, sir? 01 or 19er? Wind now and something. Yeah, it's 030 degrees 3 knots.
So glide slope and localizer are there. We're going to activate approach mode.
Confirm runway.
Runway 19.
Approach
so SW11
and glide slope, localizer are armed.
Runway 19, climb to initial flight level 120.
Now, of course, frequency or set speeds are within the limits. Speed brakes are not going to be required, so speed brakes are armed. Auto brakes set to 2. Approach mode is armed. Glide slope is alive. When we make the turn, we'll go gears down.
Climb 120 and we'll report when at 9,000 feet for 5204
SW12 repeat correct.
There's the airport. It's 3,500. There we are coming down. Just about to start making the turn onto the localizer. There's the airport over there, the other side of the bay. There's the turn. Localizers acquired.
Ryanair Hotel for spacing, descent to flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Ryanair Hotel.
November 51 Tango is ready for the...
November 51 Tango, roger, so in this case descent to altitude 5,000 feet on QNH split 1012 and continue now left heading 300.
185, not 165.
Heading
There's the airport.
and down to altitude 5,000 feet. We have information Delta on board in QNH 1012, November 51 Tango.
Ryanair Hotel just confirm 330.
Descending 330 right now, reaching flight level 330, Ryanair Hotel.
It's flight level 330, but you can descend to flight level 320, no problem.
Oh no, 330 I am right now.
Perfect, good. Maintain 330, thank you.
Skyways 5556 established on the localizer 14.
Skyways 5556, thank you. So runway 14, clear to land, wind Rijeka 160 degrees 9 knots. Enjoy your landing, sir.
Roger, clear to land 14, Skyways 5556. Alright, down we go. There's gear. Back to 165.
Radar, hello, this is Austrian 803 Alpha with you 370.
Flaps 15.
Austrian 30, Croatia 803 Alpha, hello, Adrian.
Wind should move a little bit more to the left.
Squawk 5225, Austrian 803 Alpha.
Flaps 25.
Austrian 803 Alpha identified, proceed direct to Pindo.
Direct to Pindo, Austrian 803 Alpha.
7.5 miles.
Tom Jet 23 Charlie Tango, you should stay at 6,500, but okay, so now you are below
right,
radar service.
Lights are on, turn off lights are on.
Bravo Romeo Zulu, clear guys, approach runway Zulu 1 for report established.
Good.
Good
there, gear down 3 green.
Absolutely no problem.
And 138 will be our approach, so as we come up to 5 miles. I'll be with you in a sec, Molly. And there's 5 miles. We're going to slow down to 138. Final speed set. Flaps 30.
Adrian radar, Ryanair Hotel, actually ready for descent.
Hotel, Roger, descend to flight level 200.
And there's 150. Flaps full, geared out 3, green lights are on, cabin is notified. Recall is clear, runway is in sight. Winds are almost head on. 1,600 feet. .knot winds.
Hello,
a little bit of an island here.
Roger, report back. Hello, 318, returning airspace.
Elan 345, radio check.
I'm gonna go auto brakes 3, see if I can make that turn
Elan
off.
345, radio check.
1,000.
Radio 5.
1,000 to go.
Hello, 318, request for confirm the flight deck 5 minutes. Roger, report back, LL 318. Hotel, thank you.
I'm gonna take over here, we're slightly off. I have control.
LSZB 112, so again?
Requesting push and start.
Push and start approved for LSZB 112.
Approaching minimums. 500.
Please say again.
Light slow minimums.
Continue.
LSZB 112, push and start approved.
Light slow.
Roger,
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Terrain, terrain. 50. 30. 20.
Tom Jet 2, Charlie Tango, continue approach, number 2.
Wow. That had us drifting down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 9:57 p.m. and it's currently about 13 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin.
Get in here. There we go.
Correction 23, Charlie Tango, runway 14, clear to land, wind, Rijeka, 16, release 9 knots.
14, contact 2, thank you much.
Skyways 5556, welcome to Rijeka, taxi to stand number 2.
Roger, taxi to stand 2, Skyways 5556, thanks for the ATC.
Thank you much for flying and very nice job for descent, it's a really step, thank you.
Alright, let's get the flaps up, speed brakes down, turn off lights off, taxi lights on, landing lights off, we get the APU started, you can go to that, and wing lights can come off. We're going to go to stand 2, which is the second one here. So this is stand 1 right in front of us. Turn that off. No suitable parking. Well, thank you very much. And stand 2 is right here. Again, we're probably a little bit big for this airfield.
Hello, 345, Lima Space, Honeycomb 122, bye-bye.
Honeycomb 122, goodbye.
And bye-bye.
There we go.
Welcome back, sir.
And here we are. Welcome to stand 2. No, that's not what I want. That one.
That's 120, Ryanair Hotel.
Let's get the taxi lights off. We'll wait for the ground power to come on. There we go. Ground power is now on. Get the lights on in here. Alright, so with the ground power on, we can turn off the engines. We'll get the APU bleed on for the air in the back. Anti-collision light will now come off. Those are good there. Ground equipment is fine. Fuel pumps, except for the left aft, will come off. Isolation valve will go to open. And the flight directors will come on. And we will deboard. And here we are. And there is Kevin on his way in. Well, that's going to do it for today's flight. I've got to get Molly out to the grass. So thanks for coming along. We're back on Friday, 1930 hours, as we do our next leg on the 2023 Christmas tour. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Jet 23 Charlie Tango, welcome to Rijeka, vector approved, and vacate to the right, stand number 3.
Vector approved, and stand number 3, vacate to the right, please, on vector Charlie Tango.
Number 5 on Tango, continue left heading 09, correction left heading 100.
Heading 100, November 5 on Tango.
RCB 112, runway 19 cleared for takeoff, wind Terana 200 degrees knots.
Takeoff over 19, RCB 1.
Number 5 on Tango, I don't know what is happened with you, so please continue now, right heading 280.
Say again.
I don't know what's happened with you heading, so, but you are flying for opposite side, continue now, right heading 280.
Yeah, I was also wondering, but I read back heading 100.
I didn't catch it, so I think so 280, so 300 or 280 now. So turn right heading 280, really sorry for this misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's 280, no.
Thank you very much, sir. LR318, leave my space, Honeycomb, bye-bye. LSZB 112 identified, continue climb to flight level 380.
Level 380, LSZB 112.
Ryanair Hotel, you are leave my space. Honeycomb, bye-bye.
Honeycomb, Ryanair Hotel, bye-bye.
Under control, LSZB 112, request direct Raksa.
LSZB 112, to apologize, you are required saying in the shortcut.
This again, for LSZB 112.
LSZB 112, you are required saying the shortcut.
Also, direct Raksa.
Roger, so proceed direct to Raksat.
Direct Raksa, LSZB 112.